Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to say something about composition, especially of landscapes. I find a lot of my students run into trouble at the drawing stage when they're painting from photographs, but the same thing can apply to en plein air painting when you're actually out in the field painting. So the likelihood is you're going to have canvases of different shapes. So that's kind of the usual kind of rectangle format. We've got a square, and for example, we have a letterbox shape. So three very common formats for your canvases. Obviously, these are very small canvases, and you'd be painting on something bigger, perhaps, whatever. But the useful thing to have is something like this. That's a viewfinder. This one's just a single-use one. It has a rectangle cut into it, into a bit of mounting board, actually. But there's this one here, which I made up myself. It's mounting board again, and it's just cut in a way that you can have a rectangle, a letterbox, if you can see that clearly, or, if I just take that one away, a square. And the whole point of these is that you just first of all, you say, well, which canvas am I going to use? And let's say we're going to use the rectangle. So you can just look at your composition like that and just move it in and out and find out where everything lies in your canvas. Okay, so if you've got a letterbox one, you can just move that flap up in this case, and look through the viewfinder to see which part of the scene in front of you want to paint, and you draw it on your canvas accordingly. So your viewfinder should match up with whichever canvas that you're going to use, if you see what I mean. I'm just going to sort of give you a kind of an example now. If you just bear with me. Okay, so this is a scene in Dublin. Hey, hello. This is a scene that I recorded myself in Dublin a few years ago, of the Merry Cobbler pub in Irish Town. And so if you were looking through a viewfinder at this, you might not want to paint the entire scene. Just imagine that you've got the entire world sort of in front of you. And let me just turn off this phone. Yes, you have got the entire world in front of you, and you only want to paint a section of it. But the section that you paint has got to be in the shape that your canvas is. Okay, so let me just put on a mask. So let's say this is our rectangle shape, which you'd be commonly using. And you'd just be looking through that scene with your viewfinder and seeing which part of this do you want to paint. And you might settle on, for example, that. Now, that would be a kind of a fairly good composition. Okay, you move it around. You might just want to get the palm trees in, but it's got to agree with your canvas. You can't sort of put the entire scene into a square canvas, for example. You're going to have to cut some of it out. Let's try a different shape here. So if you've got a square canvas, you can move around your viewfinder until you get the bot that you want to paint. Let's have a look over here, perhaps. But it's got to agree with your canvas. So let's try a letterbox shape. Put that in there. Yeah, to get something like that. So you're necessarily cutting out some of the scene that's in front of you, because you've only got a limited shape on your canvas. You've got to cut something out. So you identify what that could be using your viewfinder. Okay. Take the mask off, and we've got the entire scene in front of us again. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content just like this one. Also, turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below, And remember, if you found value in this, do share it with your friends. You can even buy me a coffee. See in the links in the description below. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.